I don't know whether to be happy that I Feel Pretty exists or really sad that it needs to. I went and saw I Feel Pretty with Megan and Amanda last night, and I really enjoyed the movie. I wasn't sure that I would. I saw Amy Schumer's other film and didn't really feel that hot about it, and I also am not necessarily the biggest fan of her sketch comedy show, but this movie was really, really good. And it was funny and poignant and had a good message, which is what I look for in a comedy film. No, that's not true. I like comedy films that just make me laugh. I mean, this is the girl who saw and loved Hitman's Bodyguard. But it's nice to see a film with strong female characters. In fact, an almost entirely female cast. There are 2 guys in this film. Well, 3. There are 3 guys in this film, and there are 6 important women. So the balance is pretty good in the female direction. If you don't know, I Feel Pretty centers around a character played by Amy Schumer. Her name is Renee. And she hits her head and it messes with her brain. And when she wakes up from hitting her head, she sees in the mirror a super hot person. And so she thinks she's just magically become like absolutely gorgeous, but she hasn't actually changed physically, just like what she sees has changed. And so she has all this confidence because she's like, yeah, I am now the hottest person you have ever seen. And she gets the job she's always wanted. She gets a guy. She has the confidence to like hit on a guy in a dry cleaner, and she wins a bikini. Well, she doesn't win, but she enters and feels really good about a bikini contest and all sorts of crazy stuff just because she's suddenly confident. And she's like, yeah, of course I can do that. Are you kidding me? I'm beautiful. Everything just falls into your lap when you're beautiful. Yeah, that works. I can do that. I can do that. I can do that. And spoiler alert, she does get to the end and realize that she never actually changed, and that what caused all those wonderful things to happen in her life was not being pretty, it was being confident. And that's where I hit that roadblock, where I don't know if I'm really happy that this film exists because I think the message is really good, or if I'm really upset that a film like this has to exist in order for women to feel empowered, because we feel so shot down by societal norms and this idea of being pretty. I thought that it spoke really well to what confidence can get you, especially because one thing that they don't do in this film, and this is perhaps my favorite thing, you are never inside of her head. You never, ever, ever see her the way she sees herself. So you know immediately that it's all in her head, and that everything that she's getting because she is confident in who she is and what she can do, and not because she's pretty. And I loved that. And you also get the other side. There are some pretty girls who have some struggles, and you can tell that things are not working for them the way that the less pretty people think they are. And there's a coming together of that. And so as somebody who is not necessarily classically gorgeous, it really spoke to me on that level as something interesting and different, and a sort of manifesto on the power of confidence. But it also made me realize that other people need that too. And there were definitely some people who the character considered very pretty, who clearly things should just fall into their lap. And you saw how like uncomfortable and awkward they were about certain things. And also how unfortunate it is to be hit on all the time just because you're pretty. And I can sort of see that both ways. And there's a cute little romance in there with a really, really sweet guy. And overall, it was just a well-developed film. And I liked the way that it went. And I think it spoke to me on a personal level a little bit too, because I have never been like a drop-dead gorgeous sort of person. And I'm not complaining about that because I've never necessarily considered that something I desperately want. But I have firsthand seen the role that confidence plays. The fact that I am more than willing to talk to people, to get to know people, to stand up to people, to say hello and introduce myself has opened up a ridiculous amount of doors. And lots of other people in my life are often like, wow, everything seems to just work out for you. It's like magic. You always get the things that you want. And yes, it is sort of like magic from the outside, but a big part of it is just having the confidence to go through those doors that are already opened. Those doors are open for everyone. It's just that I've chosen to walk through them. I've chosen to say hi to somebody, to shake somebody's hand, and that really does make all the difference. So if you've seen the film, let me know in the comments. And if you have opinions about beauty and confidence, let me know that too, because I'd be interested to hear what you have to say. And I'll see you tomorrow.